Once upon a time in the magical realm of Eldoria, Leon and Niel were inseparable friends who grew up in the snowy village of Frostvale, nestled among towering mountains. The village was a place of serene beauty and enduring hardships. From an early age, the two boys shared dreams of becoming great heroes who would protect the world from looming darkness. Leon, with his warm heart and fearless courage, was always willing to put others before himself. Niel, on the other hand, possessed a fierce ambition and a deep yearning for recognition. Their bond was unshakable until the day fate intervened. During an attack on their village by shadowy creatures, Leon's latent powers awakened, granting him control over ice and fire. Chosen by an ancient elemental spirit as the new guardian of Eldoria, Leon suddenly found himself thrust into a destiny he never imagined. The villagers hailed him as a hero, but this newfound status planted seeds of envy in Niel's heart. Feeling overshadowed and cast aside, Niel's desire for power grew insatiable. Desperate to match Leon's strength, Niel ventured into Abyssal Vale, a forbidden land steeped in ancient dark magic. There, he encountered Ember, a malevolent entity that promised unparalleled power in exchange for unwavering loyalty. Blinded by his ambitions, Niel accepted the pact, gaining mastery over shadow magic at a terrible cost. His soul was tethered to darkness, transformed into a formidable force. Niel vowed to reshape the world according to his vision, even if it meant destroying it. Haunted by the loss of his closest friend to the shadows, Leon set out on a perilous journey to stop Niel and save Eldoria from the encroaching darkness. Along the way, he encountered Elara, a wise light mage, whose healing powers and sharp intellect became invaluable to his quest. They were later joined by Lyra, a celestial spirit in the guise of a cheerful young girl, who wielded the power of the stars. Together, the trio ventured across Eldoria, facing trials that tested their resolve and strength. In a remote village devastated by Niel's forces, Leon found himself rejected and distrusted by the survivors. They suspected him of being a spy for the enemy and refused his help. Despite their hostility, Leon stayed, repairing homes, sharing his supplies, and defending the village from further attacks. His selflessness slowly won their trust, rekindling hope among the villagers. This experience deepened Leon's determination to fight, not just for Eldoria's survival, but for the people who had lost so much to the war. As they traveled, Leon and his companions sought alliances with the scattered factions of Eldoria. In the lofty peaks of Etheria, the wine-wielding Etherians agreed to join their cause after Leon helped repel an invasion of wild dragons. In the fiery deserts of Pyre, Leon earned the respect of the Ifrit clans by defeating their chieftain in a duel of strength and honor. In the radiant luminous forest, the Dryads, guardians of nature with healing powers, pledged their support after Leon saved their sacred tree from destruction. Each victory brought new allies, but also deepened Leon's burden as he grappled with the growing inevitability of a final confrontation with Niel. The decisive battle took place in the heart of Abyssal Vale, where Leon's coalition faced off against Niel's shadow army in a cataclysmic clash. The battlefield roared with the clash of elements as wind, fire, and light collided with darkness. Amid the chaos, Leon confronted Niel in a desperate duel. Their powers shook the earth and split the skies. But Leon's heart was heavy with sorrow. He pleaded with Niel to remember the dreams they once shared and to abandon the darkness. Niel, consumed by Umbra's influence, refused to listen, lashing out with all his might. Yet, as their battle raged, Umbra began to fully possess Niel, threatening to consume him entirely. With the encouragement of Elara and Lyra, Leon found the strength to unleash a final, devastating attack. The combined power of their alliance shattered Umbra's essence, freeing Niel from its grasp. Weakened and remorseful, Niel used his remaining strength to ensure Umbra's destruction. As his life faded, he apologized to Leon, expressing regret for the pain he had caused. In his final moments, Niel reminded Leon of their shared dream of a better world. Holding his friend's hand, Leon promised to honor his memory and make that dream a reality. In the aftermath of the battle, Leon and his allies turned their focus to rebuilding Eldoria. Together, they mended broken villages, healed wounded lands, and fostered unity among the once divided factions. In Frostvale, Leon founded an academy to teach future generations the values of courage, compassion, and justice. Elara and Lyra remained by his side, helping him guide Eldoria into an era of peace. Years later, Leon, now known as Dark Frost, stood beneath the starry sky by a frozen lake near Frostvale. The reflections of the heavens seemed to whisper memories of his journey, and he felt Niel's presence in the cold breeze. Smiling, he whispered a promise their dream of a brighter future would live on, not as a distant hope, but as a reality forged through sacrifice and love.